Dear students, I welcome you all in our today's class. And in our today's class, we'll be reading from two poems, dream poems from Unit 3 and Lesson 2. Let's go to our presentation of today's class. So in our today's class, as you see on the screen, that the lecture at a glance about the authors where we'll find the information, discussion of the poems, vocabulary from text, questions, answers, and summary of the lecture. In this text, we find two poems written by two poets from two sides of the Atlantic. And the definition of poetry is given by Wordsworth, as you see over here. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings recollected in tranquility. Wordsworth is a romantic poet. And in this text, we'll find two poems which are associated with dreams. Let's discuss about William Wordsworth. As you see on the screen, that William Wordsworth is a romantic poet, and he was born in 1770 and died in 1850. He was a great romantic poet, considered poets dreamers because they have the ability to turn or wish our power, our thought into a deed. So we find that the poets have the power of transforming our thoughts, our powers into a deed. Poets give voice to what we desire and strive hard to achieve. So poets have the power of giving some a voice and giving some a meaning to our thoughts. They write about the dreams of lovers, men of action, patriots, social reformers, workers, and just about anyone given to imagining a better tomorrow for themselves and for others. And from this discussion, we can easily understand that the poets have a great power of transforming the inner thoughts of humankind. And at the same time, they also have the power of developing the sense of belongingness, a kind of a dream happening in the mind. They are very much skilled in working with human mind. The tranquility is calmness. And from the definition of poetry, we can see that poetry is the spontaneous overflow. So poetry means it's a kind of writing which is flowing faster. And what is that flow? It is the flow of powerful feelings. So the poet has a great feeling in his or her mind, and he or she wants to express. And other thing is that recollected in tranquility. Tranquility means when we are in calm mood, when we are in serene mood, we can express our ideas. And one of the important aspects of romantic poetry is the imagination. So whenever we try to think something, and whenever we find some time, we try to think about the situation, we try to think about the incident, and from that incident, we try to write something of our own. So the poets have the power. They just work on different aspects of human nature and also the human actions. And the poets also the great observers of human life. And you know that poets also give us the meaning sometimes we don't see. And at the same time, it is also found that the poets have a great imaginative power, and through their imagination and through their uh, practical knowledge, they try to show something which we sometimes fail to see. And they are the mirrors of the society, and they also project their minds throughout their knowledge, throughout their observation, throughout their skill in their writing. They have a great power of transforming the human minds, and they have a lot of knowledge on the particular topic to discuss in detail to the people around them. And another poet we find D.H. Lawrence. D.H. means David Herbert Lawrence. He was an English poet. He was born in 1885 and died in 1930. He was also an English novelist, poet, and essayist. Our topic of discussion is dream. And in the last class, we also talked about the definition of dream, the reasons of dream, and the purpose of dream, and the theories associated with dream. In our today's class, we'll be reading from two poems by two writers. The first poem is written by Wordsworth, and the second poem is written by D.S. Lawrence. And you know that in these two poems, we'll find some comparisons and some differences. And at the same time, the notion of dream has come to the poets in different ways, and we have also our own definition of dreams. Some people have bigger dreams, some people have lower dreams, some people would like to be something in life, and some people are very much happy with the present state of the life. And in order to do something well in life, you must have an aim, or you must have a dream. So we'll dream for the better world, we'll see have a dream for the happy world. And our dream should be based on the betterment of human being, not for our self-interest. So when we will have a dream for the betterment of the human being or the betterment of the society, the true nature of a dream will be fulfilled, because we think that helping others is the greatest quality of human being. And if our dream is associated with the development of mind, with the development of the society, with the development of the human being, at the time our dream will be fulfilled. So in the next class, we'll be also reading from I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King. So, in that dream, Martin Luther King wants to see a dream which is better for the human being. And you see that it was happening in the USA, where the black people were not given their rights. And Martin Luther King wanted to see a better society where people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by their qualities. Now we move on to our next slide. So there is another point over here. We can see Langston Hughes. He was an American poet, novelist, and playwright. He was born in 1902 and died in 1967. Hughes was also a leader of the Harlem Renaissance, which attempted to bring change in the lives of the black people in the 1920s. So he is a poet whose main aim is to show the misdoings in the society, particularly how black people are treated in the society. And he has tried to show that how they are neglected, how they are deprived of their rights. Okay, now we move on to our main discussion, that is the dream poem. And the first poem is written by D.S. Lawrence, Dreams by D.S. Lawrence. And I'll tell you to read this poem. Who would like to read? You can raise your hand so that I can unmute yourself. Can you speak? I think you have some problems with your audio devices. You can see that some of you are unable to connect to the audio. So you can do it well from your phone or connect with internet audio. That in that way you will be able to hear the sound.
Should I start?
Yes, yes, you can start.
Dreams by D.H. Lawrence. All people dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recess of their mind wake in the morning to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous people, for they dream their dreams with open eyes and make them come true.
So as you see that this is a poem on dream, and D.S. Lawrence is saying that all people dream, but not equally. So there are some differences in dreams. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wake in the morning to find that it was a vanity. So the dream which people actually experience during sleep, uh, but the dreamers of the day are dangerous people. So you see that the people who are dreaming at day, these people are very dangerous because their dream is to not to do any good for the human being, but to make some distractions for the human being. For they dream their dreams with open eyes, because it is found that they dream with their eyes open, and their dream has a bad purpose, because they think that through their design of the dream means they would like to do something, they would like to accomplish something. Their idea is evil in nature, so they don't want to make some people happy, rather they would like to give some problems or to make the life of the people more troublesome through their dreams or through their design of their mind. For they dream their dreams with open eyes and make them come true. So they make them come true. They think that they want to materialize their dream. Actually, their dream is not the dream in a sense. Rather, their dream is made for evil desires. So they would like to make it happen. That what they think. So we find another poem by Langston Hughes. I'll tell someone to read the text. Tahmid Nur Hussain, Marjiul Haq.
Shall I start?
Yes, you can start.
Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dream, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you see that there are two poems over here. In the first poem, we find that there are some people who dream in a different way. And in this poem, we find that the necessity of dream, why should we have dream? Dream is not only that we do in our during our sleep, but also the things which we don't have to do in our sleep. Actually, we can think a lot of things, and that is also a dream. Dream doesn't imply that whatever we do during the sleep is called dream, but there are some other options of dreams that sometimes without sleeping you can also have a dream. So dream is happening in the mind. So if I have the goal, if I have the aim, if I have something in my mind that I'd like to do something, I'd like to go there, I'd like to make it happen. So this is called the dream, or this is called the aim or the target, or something we can say that accomplishment. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird. So you see that if you don't have the dream, it might happen that life is like a broken winged bird. So it's like a bird whose uh, wings have been broken. that cannot fly. So if we don't have any dream, we cannot fly. We cannot fly mean that we cannot do anything. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field. Barren means it's a kind of nothingness over here. It becomes a bleak. It becomes nothing, frozen with snow. So when we find the snow, it is very cold and we can't get anything. So we need something warm, and life will be a battlefield. Life will be meaningless if we don't have the dream. So for everything in our life, we need to have the dream. Otherwise, life will be a barren field. Life will be nothing. Now I would like to move on to the next slide. So there are some questions from this text, as you can see them over here. What type of dreams is Lawrence referring to in his poem, the first poem? Why does he consider them dangerous? What is the meaning of dreaming with open eyes? Open eyes. What is he just telling his readers to do? Why does he want his readers to hold fast to their dreams? Why, according to Hughes, are dreams so important in our lives? What type of dreams do the two poets highlight? So there's some questions from the both of the poems. And for your better understanding, I can also tell you that in these two poems, we find two contrasting pictures, and the questions have been given for you to understand, to give the answer of these questions. I've also given the answer here, but before giving you the answer, your task is to read and to find out the answer from this question. So for this, we can go back to the first poem and the second poem to make it understand for you, to give you the answer. So the what type of dreams is Lawrence referring to in his poems? The first poem, as we see, by D.H. Lawrence, we can see that he is talking about the dreams of different kinds of people, some good people and bad people. So let's see the answers itself. In the first question, answer is Lawrence refers to two types of dreams, of which some people dream by night during subconscious condition in sleep, and some other people dream consciously with open eyes. So you see that in the first poem, we see two kinds of people. Some people dream by night. This is the natural dream, and there are some people who do it consciously. So the people who do it consciously have a different notion, have a different idea about the dream, and they think that their dream is not good, is not meant for good works. Rather, they mean for the bad works. They would like to do something which is not good at all. In the second questions, why does he consider them dangerous? So there are some people who dream during day. Why does he consider them dangerous? So we just see the answer. According to Lawrence, the dreamers who dream with the open eyes are dangerous because they want to materialize their dream at any cost. So they want to see that they are able to execute their dream. So it happens that whatever they do is not right, and they have a different feeling, they have a different notion of completing their dream. What is the meaning of dreaming with open eyes? Dreaming with open eyes refers to such a dream which conscious people dream either at night or in daytime and want to materialize the dream at any cost. So this answer is quite similar to the previous answer. We can see. Okay, what is the meaning of dreaming? Okay, we have just finished the answer. What is he just telling his readers to do? He just the Langston he just the another poem we find. So in his poem, he is saying that the necessity of dream. So without dream, life will be meaningless. Life will have no meaning. So we find this answer. He just advised his readers to hold their dreams firmly. So Hughes is telling the readers to make a dream. The dream is based on that they have to be determined in their dream. And the other question, why does he want his readers to hold fast to their dreams? This is from the second poem. He just advises his readers to hold fast their dreams, lest they should miss their dreams from the lives causing barren fields. So you see the grammar here. When you find the word lest, there in this pattern we have to use the word should. Why, according to Hughes, are dreams so important in our lives? Hughes, in his poem Dream, expresses that our lives are meaningless without dreams. If dreams leave us, our lives will be dull as well as a barren field. So, dreams are mostly considered important in our lives, according to Hughes. So, you see these sentence patterns, how the sentences have been written. Okay, barren means nothing can grow over there. Barren means unproductive field where nothing can grow. Barren means nothing. The last question, question number G. What type of dreams do the two poets highlight? So the last question is about the dreams of two poets. D.S. Lawrence and Langston Hughes wrote two separate poems bearing the same title, Dreams. So we see that both of them have written same uh, written poems about dreams, but their treatment of dream is not quite similar. Rather, they are different in treatment in nature. The poem by D.S. Lawrence refers to two types of dreams: nightmare, which people dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind, and dreams with open eyes, which conscious people dream either at night or in daytime. On the other hand, the poem by Hughes refers to only one type of dream, which people dream consciously, and it bears a great importance in their lives. So you see that in two of these poems, we find two kinds of dreams. And in the first poem, we find a dream which different kinds of people have different kinds of dreams. And in the second poem by Langston Hughes, we come to see the necessity of yes, there's a problem with the connection. Okay, you see that in these two poems, the poets have talked on differently on dreams, and we know that the importance of dreams in our lives. And you see that there's some questions. What are the meanings of the following words and phrases? A broken winged bird, a barren field, frozen recesses of the mind, a dusty, make something come true, vanity. So these are the questions, and the answers are given in the next page. We need to see these answers. Okay, yes, I'll give you the answer. The first one is a broken winged bird, things capable of doing nothing. That is a broken winged bird means the wings of the bird have been broken. So the bird cannot fly. Barren field where nothing grows. So barren means nothing, and barren also unproductive. Frozen covered with ice. Recess of the mind, innermost place of the mind. So I think you have got the answer. Recess of the mind means innermost place of the mind, the core of the mind. Dusty means dry or unsatisfactory. Make something come true means materialize something practically. That is, we need to get something that means accomplish. Vanity means meaninglessness. So I think you have got the meaning of the words, and these words are also the questions are also given in your textbook. I think Marjul Hawk has got the answer. So he has asked the question, dusty races. So the answer is innermost place of the mind. That is the core of the mind. Which parts of space are the following words? First, wind, snow, equally, vanity, and true. Let's see the answer. First is adjective here. Wind, adjective. Snow, noun, equally, adverb. Vanity, noun, true, adjective. And there is a task for you to write the summary of both the poems. And you know that in order to write a summary, we need to follow some rules. I think we can discuss in detail in the next class about the way of writing a summary. So, what things we should do and what things we shouldn't do in writing a summary, we'll focus it in the next class. And we have come to the end of our today's discussion. If you have any questions, you can do it through answering or writing on the message box.